Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this section, we will see the cracked transform section for the flexure analysis and design of beam. So, we will see how to solve for cracked transform section. When tensile stress cross FR value, crack will appear on the tension side. So when crack is going to appear on the tension side, the concrete below the neutral axis can be ignored. So all the concrete on the tension side needs to be ignored. So for cracked transform section, only this shaded portion will be considered. So now in cracked transform section, you can see that we have crack. Now bottom concrete we do not have. This N time AS is basically reinforcement. We have strain diagram. Epsilon C is strain at the top surface. Epsilon S is basically strain in the steel. Distance from neutral axis to the top compression face, that is KD. Distance from centroid of reinforcement to top compression face, that is basically D, which we also called as effective depth. B is the width of the cross section and H is basically height of the cross section. So we have stress diagram. You can see that FC is top stress at the concrete. FS is basically stress in the steel. This CC is internal resultant compression force, and this T is internal resistive tension force. T is equals to AS times Fs. Distance between that T and C, that is LA, which is basically equals to JD. When the tension side is cracked, the concrete becomes ineffective and strain goes on increasing. The steel comes into action to take the tension. Now first thing is we need to calculate the properties of that cracked section. So this KD we want to figure out. This is our reference plane. So if we consider the same formula, y bar is equals to A1 y1 plus A2 y2 divided by A1 into A2. So this KD is equals to B times KD, area of this one, multiply by KD by 2. So this is basically Y1 plus A2. A2 is basically area of this reinforcement, which is basically N time AS, and distance from its centroid to compression face is basically Y2. So this is A1 Y1 and this term is A2 Y2 divided by A1 plus A2. So normal formula for calculating the Y bar we have used. If we rearrange these values, and we can assume that rho is reinforcement ratio, which is equals to area of steel divided by area of concrete. So we will get at the end k square plus 2 times n rho k minus 2 n times rho equals to 0. This equation is basically quadratic equation. So if we solve that quadratic equation, we will get the value of k equals to under root n square rho square plus 2 times n rho minus n times rho. So we will only consider positive value of the k. So now we got the k. Now we are interested to find out how to get the value of J. So you can see that this is our triangle, right? So distance from this tension force to that compression force, that is basically J times D. Now D is distance from that compression phase to centroid of neutral axis. So JD is basically equals to D minus KD by 3. KD is distance from neutral axis to compression phase. If we have a rectangle, something like that, that distance, if it is KD, and if this is the centroid for compression force, we know that this distance will be actually, if this is KD, so that distance will be KD by 3. So JD is D minus KD by 3, or in other word, J is equals to 1 minus K by 3. Now CC force is basically volume of the stress diagram. So if we can see that if this is the triangle, if that is basically K times D, that distance is K times D, that distance, we know that that is basically FC, which is stress at the top concrete. So if we want to calculate area of that triangle, that is 1 by 2 FC, sorry, this is not FC dash, this is FC into K times D and multiply by this dimension, which is other direction dimension, multiply by B. That is actually volume of the stress block. So it is equals to CC, compression internal force, is FC by 2 into K times D times B. Similarly, capital T is equals to AS into FS. If we want to put in term of FC, so we know that Fs is equals to N times Fc into As. So now resisting moment or flexural capacity is basically equals to Mr, which is equals to T times JD or C times JD. So if we plug the value of T, that is As into Fs times JD, or if we want to put the value of C, then it is Fc by 2 into K times D into B into JD. Maximum value of resisting moment is basically this one. If we want to find out flexural capacity, we need to use that equation. It is internal resistive moment capacity. Fs is 0.5 for grade 300 steel. Fs is 0.4 Fy for grade 420. Maximum allowable tensile stress in this steel is basically Fs, and if we want to calculate Fc, that is 0.45 times Fc dash, and Fc is maximum allowable concrete stress. These are basically the limiting stress value for the concrete and steel. Here in this lecture, actually we have seen the calculation for the transformed cracked section. So kindly go through that slides and kindly read that from the book as well, and let me know if you have any question. Thanks.